What's up, everyone? Welcome to your weekly tech update, the show that explores the newest, coolest, and craziest side of tech available on the interwebs. I'm your Marvel maniac, Ray McNeil. Coming up on the program today, it's a bunch of stories that I've had to cut from previous episodes. We're talking the Netherlands. They're building the world's first habitable 3D printed houses. Ford is testing autonomous on-demand delivery with Postmates. And happening in this week's What the? Another squirrel is caught stealing. I'm serious. You can't make this up. I'm starting to think that there's some sort of squirrel conspiracy going on here. This time, the cute rodent was caught stealing donuts from the cops. All that and a whole lot more coming up on your weekly tech update. Next. The Dutch city of Eindhoven is to be the first in the world to have habitable homes made by a 3D printer. In an innovation its backers believe will revolutionize the construction industry. Of the first 5 houses to be put on the rental market next year, the smallest, with 2 bedrooms, has already attracted applicants from 20 interested families just a week after images were made available. Known as Project Milestone, the development is said by the Dutch construction company Van Wijnen to offer a solution to a shortage of skilled bricklayers in the Netherlands. The method will also cut costs and environmental damage by reducing the amount of cement that is used. The 3D printer being used is essentially a huge robotic arm with a nozzle that extrudes a specially formulated cement that is said to have a texture of whipped cream. The cement is printed according to an architect's design, adding layer upon layer to create a wall and increase its strength. This eliminates the molds used to create houses made with cement today, and so the machine will never use more cement than is actually necessary. A very good thing. Only the exterior and interior walls of the first of the new homes will be made using the printer, which will be located off-site. By the time the 5th of the homes is built, comprising 3 floors and 3 bedrooms, it is hoping that the drainage pipes and other necessary installations will also be made using the printer, which will be located on the site of the new houses, which will again reduce costs. The use of 3D printing additionally opens up the possibility of placing wireless sensors directly onto the property's walls to allow a home to be fully smart, incorporating all the lighting, heating, and security controls that are required. Designers have described the style of the first set of homes as being like erratic blocks in the green landscape. They are said to illustrate the fact that 3D printing allows the construction of buildings of almost any shape, whereas traditional concrete is rigid. The beauty of 3D printing is that people will in time be able to construct homes to suit their own tastes. It's said that the use of 3D printers in the construction of homes could be mainstream within the next 5 years. It will eventually be cheaper than the traditional methods. Bricklaying is becoming more and more expensive alongside bricks and the use of timber. This will be a third option, which will look like stucco when it's finished. The 5 homes being constructed consecutively will be completed by the middle of 2019. For the first house, they already have 20 candidates, and that is only after a week of having the images on their website. Eindhoven University of Technology has been a pioneer in 3D printing using concrete. Last year, they opened the world's first 3D printed cycle bridge, which had been made at the university and then transported to its final destination. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security is asking Congress to pass new legislation that would expand the agency's power to surveil, research, and attack drones in U.S. airspace. Haley Chang, DHS Deputy General Counsel, testified that there are a number of things that DHS can't do currently because of outdated laws that have the potential to jeopardize America's national security. In written testimony, DHS said that terrorist groups are using small drones to conduct attacks overseas and called the potential for attacks on U.S. soil a looming threat. Chang also cited the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act and the Aircraft Sabotage Act as old laws that have been interpreted in new ways to prohibit the Department of Homeland Security from thoroughly testing things like drone jamming technologies. Drone attacks haven't yet posed a terrorist threat to the United States, but suspicious drone flights have increased in recent years. There were reportedly just 8 incidents involving drone flights considered suspicious or in sensitive areas during 2013. That number skyrocketed to 1,700 incidents in 2016. But not everyone is happy with the proposed legislation. The ACLU submitted a letter to the subcommittee alleging that the new drone bill, titled the Preventing Emerging Threats Act of 2018, would give the government too much power. While the potential security threat posed by drones is real and the need to protect certain facilities is legitimate, strong checks and balances to protect property, privacy, and the First Amendment rights are vital, and this proposal lacks such measures. The ACLU claims that the new law would allow the government to seize or destroy drones, including in cases they are operated by a non-malicious actor, like a hobbyist, commercial entity, or journalist. The rights organization claims that the language of the bill is too broad and doesn't allow for proper oversight. Depending on which way Congress rules, we could be seeing many more drones in the sky to combat the growing number of drones in the sky. Back in March, Fitbit announced the Ace, a wearable fitness tracker aimed at kids. Now the company announced that the Ace is available globally. In North America, you can pick up the tracker at Amazon, Best Buy, Kohl's, Target, and Fitbit.com. It's available in 2 colors, electric blue and power purple, and retails for $99.95. The Fitbit Ace tracks steps, active minutes, and sleep for your child. It will remind them to move once an hour and provide motivation through badges and challenges. However, Fitbit says it will never allow children to see calories burned or body fat percentages. Those numbers are reserved strictly for the parents who can manage their child's Fitbit Ace through the website's new family accounts. This allows parents to have control over incoming friend requests and a whole lot more. This isn't the first child-centered fitness tracker. Garmin makes the Vivo Fit, which is also for kids, but it's clear that fitness tracking companies are moving into the children's market. Visit Fitbit.com to check it out for yourself. Rhythm game Beat Saber is confirmed for PlayStation VR. That's according to an announcement made during the final days of Sony's countdown to E3. Hyperbolic Magnetism, an independent Czech studio, are the developers behind Beat Saber, in which players must slash through beats which look like small cubes with lightsabers in time to the music. Players can change the difficulty level between easy, medium, hard, and even expert, so even rhythmically challenged people can have a shot at playing. The game appears to be equal parts Guitar Hero and Fruit Ninja, with electronic music and bright flashing backgrounds. A limited version of Beat Saber is currently available on Steam Early Access and Oculus, with a full release date to be announced later. This game looks like it could be exciting, but I am weary of the fact that they have only their own custom songs, and it seems only 8 to 12 of them. Without the ability to at least import your own music, I can see this game getting boring very, very quick. The appeal of Guitar Hero was not only being able to at least feel like you were really rocking out on an instrument, but to be able to play along with some of your favorite songs. And when we got bored of the songs, then we could simply purchase more from the store to satisfy our rock god fantasies. And because of Guitar Hero, I was exposed to some truly unique music that I would have never listened to otherwise. PlayStation made several announcements for new games over the course of their countdown to E3, including Tetris Effect, Ghost Giant, and Twin Mirror. And hopefully some more VR games will be coming out soon, because the offerings at E3 this year were fairly light.